Hi and welcome to On the Record, your playbook for tapping India. Today we will look at an important topic called contractor misclassification risk. Many times you would have come across this term and would have been wondering what it is and how you should go about it. Now this applies only if you have a contractor working for you. Now typically by law, a contractor is a person who should be working with multiple businesses. If somebody is working exclusively with you, then he may be treated as an employee. So what happens? What a contractor means? As I mentioned, a contractor should ideally be working with multiple businesses. That means if you are hiring someone as a contractor, you should actually specify the scope of work, and then when he chooses to work, whether he chooses to work in night, day, weekend, whether he chooses to work from office, from anywhere else, it is not of importance to you. You should only be worried about the deliverables that he gives. You have given him this work and in agreed timelines he is able to deliver it. So till the time if your relationship is something like this, the chances are low. But when somebody is working with you as a full-time guy, this is very tough to establish that you are not controlling their deliverables, their method of working, their working hours, the systems that they should be using to give you the deliverables, what kind of laptops, other equipments or any other software, what is the quality assurance that you want your team to be maintaining. All these aspects are really tough to justify when somebody is working as a full-time contractor with you. Now imagine a case where this contractor goes to the court of law and says, sir, I am working as an employee but has been classified as a contractor, and that's why it's called misclassification. Somebody who's working for you as an employee but you have classified him as a contractor, and that's why it's called contractor misclassification. So hearing at both the sides, one, you'll have to fight this case in India. So you are sitting somewhere outside India, you'll have to have a legal representative attending you to do this case for you. The second challenge is, in most of the scenarios that we have seen in the past, the chances are really high that the contractor wins, or the court favors the contractor, saying that yes, you have been misclassified and you have been deprived of all the employment benefits. What are these employment benefits? These are like leave policies, getting health insurance, getting a provident fund, any other employment benefit. So if the court decides yes, they have been misclassified as a contractor, then you are liable to pay all the amounts right from the day that contractor was engaged from a retrospective effect. And this could also bring in a lot of interest and penalties on top of it. So you should be aware about the level of risk that you are entering into and should be prepared to pay in case if one of your contractors sues you. Now this is something not which is governed by the laws directly. If somebody sues you, then only they would look at the case, evaluate whether a employee or a person has been misclassified as a contractor or not, and then the ruling would come. So what's the way out? We strongly recommend, if you are working with somebody as a full-time contractor, then actually hire them as an employee in one of the EOR platform rather than hiring them directly. This does cost you a little extra in money, but then it saves you a lot from contractor misclassification, because then the team member is actually an employee with the EOR company and you have a contractual relationship with the EOR company. So you don't end up having a contractor misclassification risk directly. Neither you will have a PE risk. So that will save you and go miles in saving a lot of money, not just money, and also a bandwidth in justifying and fighting these court cases. That's it. I hope you got a good insight as to what a contractor misclassification is. Take your call and then decide what way you would want to go, whether you would want to hire them as contractor or an EOR employee. Thank you and take care.